Ladies and gentlemen, the horses are on the track and parading postward. Tonight's first race, Stallions and Geldings, racing 1 mile. The one-horse Buckeye Diamond has been scratched. Number 2 off the rail will be Winsome Shillelagh, owned by Herb Gladman of Tip City. Mike Wilder drives. The 3 is P.S. Cress, over the Cress Farms of Miami's Bird for Brent Holland. 4 is Winning Rival, laced by Craig and Dart Parker of Columbus. Gary DeBoer drives. 5 is Parkin Mark, owned by Jerome Gogan of Cincinnati with Trent Tharps. Number 6, Venturi Hanover, over the Post Printing Company of Minster with Dave Miller. 7 is Fritzy Dundee, owned by Bill Fritz of Mechanicsburg. Herbie Brown drives. 8 is KF Noble, owned by Hank Kaufman of Baltimore with Eric Ludford. And number 9, Eagle's Image, owned by Joyce Wagner of Sunbury, Kelly Shepard in the sulky. That's the field for the first race. Tonight's second race. First race, pacing Stallions and Geldings. They're running behind the gate. The gate swings into the backstretch. It's post time. And they're off from the outside. Fritzy Dundee first to lead. From mid-track comes Parker Mark. From the inside 3 comes Winsome Shillelagh. Far outside of 4th, that's Eagle's Image as they swing into the first turn, dropping in 5th on the rail. It's KF Noble. On the rail and racing is 6th P.S. Cress. On the inside and 7th, it's Winning Rival. The early trailer pacing 8th Venturi Hanover. As they reach the first quarter-mile marker on the front end, it's the 5 Parkin Mark at the opening quarter in 28 and 2. On the rail and racing is 2nd as they come through the stretch. Fritzy Dundee followed by Eagle's Image 3rd. On the rail 4th, Winsome Shillelagh. 5 on the rail. Comes KF Noble, moving to the outside. Flushing covers 6th. It's P.S. Cress, followed closely 7th by Winning Rival. That leaves the trailer, Venturi Hanover. Moving into the clubhouse turn, approaching the half. Parkin Mark with the lead here. Leads by a length. Inside, Fritzy Dundee is now locked in 2nd. Moving first up at the outside of 3. Here comes Winsome Shillelagh, reaching the half, 58 and 3/5. Off the turn, down the backstretch, Parkin Mark by a half a length. Winsome Shillelagh is right there, pressuring heavily too. Fritzy Dundee is locked in tight, pacing a 3rd with cover 4th. It's P.S. Cress, and set to strike 3 wide of the outside, Winning Rival. And buried along the rail 6th, it's Eagle's Image, followed 7th by Venturi Hanover. To the outside 8th, it's KF Noble. They're tightly packed as they reach the 3/4-mile marker, 1:28 and 2. Midway to the final turn, Parkin Mark with the lead here, leading by a length and a half 2. Swinging 3 wide comes P.S. Cress, angling off the rail as they turn for home. Fritzy Dundee with less than 1/8 of a mile to go, and down the stretch they come. P.S. Cress on the outside puts a nose in front. Here comes Winning Rival, and from between horses, Venturi Hanover. Parkin Mark still game, but it's P.S. Cress at the wire. Three-year-old son of Nobleland Sam from Rose Cress, over the Cress Farms of Miami's Bird. Virgil Morgan Jr., the trainer Brent Holland in the sulky. His 2nd career win, 2nd consecutive here at Scioto Downs. It's a new lifetime record, 158 flat. The complete order finish, the 1 horse was scratched. The 2, Winsome Shillelagh 8, P.S. Cress the winner, Winning Rival 2, Parkin Mark 3, Venturi Hanover 4, Fritzy Dundee 5, KF Noble 7, and Eagle's Image 6. In review, scratch 8-1, 2-3-4, 5-7-6. Second race, Condition Trotters, racing 1 mile. Purse of $2,000, the 1 horse Buckeye Ben. By Bernard Eckstein and Gillen Thompson of Ohio. Dave Miller drives. Number 2, Tune Me In, held by William Cale of Ayton for Robert Heilman. 3, KF Michael T, owned by Hank Kaufman and Mike Metters of Ohio. Mike Wilder drives. 4 is Quality Action, owned by Dave Stanley of Columbus for Brett Merkel. 5, Moan and Groan, owned by Don and Sharon Barlow of Xenia with Brent Holland. 6 is Jade's Tierra, owned by Claudine and Jack Conway of Nashville for Roger Kellepper. 7, Bit of Pride, laced by Keith Haynes of New Holland. Keith Haynes driving. Number 8, Max Crown, owned by Jack McDonald of Portsmouth for Terry Thompson Jr. And the 9, JR's Nephew, owned by Vando Betty of Mount Gilead. Drivers change Mel Turcott. Mel Turcott will drive. Win, play, show, perfecto, and pick 3 wagering. This field on the backstretch and nearing the start. And they're off, and from the far outside, it's the 8 Max Crown stepping away promptly for the lead mid-track, Jade's Tierra. From the inside in 3 comes KF Michael T. From the outside of 4th, it's Moan and Groan. Off the rail 5, Buckeye Ben. Part of the outside, 6th, Bit of Pride. Tune Me In came away 7th. Early trail of 8th. As they swing into the first turn, it's JR's Nephew far back on a break. It's Quality Action. Reaching the first quarter mile marker, Max Crown with the lead. Opening panel 29 and 3. 12 to 1 shot of the front end here. Leads by a length and a half to Jade's Tierra. On the inside is second, KF Michael T follows third. Then it's a gap of 3 lengths fourth. Moan and Groan inside to 5, Buckeye Ben. Racing 6th comes JR's Nephew as he gets underway. Tune Me Into the pocket is 7th. Bit of Pride is racing 8th. Far back and trailing Quality Action. Racing towards the half, and Max Crown continues to front the field here by 2. Jade's Tierra, a patient second. KF Michael T now looking things over here along the rail. Sits tight third. Along the rail in 4th, it's Moan and Groan as they move past the half, 1 minute and 4/5. Off the turn and down the back stretch, and with the lead, it's Max Crown, and here comes Jade's Tierra as the 2-year-old filly pulls the pocket of the outside, and Culliper gets her underway as they race on towards the 3/4, but Max Crown, she's fighting back. Jade's Tierra now matching strides with the leader second. KF Michael T on the inside is racing third. Then that's a gap of 4 lengths. Fourth, the Moan and Groan, 3/4, 1:31 and 2. Midway to the final turn, Max Crown looking for the upset here. Jade's Tierra is still there, a game second. KF Michael T getting the call to the inside of 3. Moan and Groan closing nicely and saving ground. They've now less than 1/8 of a mile to go. And down the stretch they come, and Jade's Tierra will take the lead from here. Inside KF Michael T, and a late closing Buckeye Ben into deep stretch. Jade's Tierra, Buckeye Ben, these two heads apart. Trackside is the official winner. From post position 6, it's Jade's Tierra, a 2-year-old Kentucky-bred daughter of Krista's Crown from Jade Lobel by Neville Pride. Like Claudine and Jack Conway of Nashville, Tennessee, Roger Culliper, the trainer and driver, her first career win, earning a mark of 2:03 flat. Here's the order of finish. The 1 Buckeye Ben 2, Tune Me In 6, KF Michael T 3, Quality Action 9, Moan and Groan 4, Jade's Tierra the winner, Bit of Pride 8, Max Crown 5, and JR's Nephew 7. 2, 6, 3, 9, 4, 1, 8, 5, and 7. No changes. Upcoming a third. For race number 3. Tonight's third race, the first division 6th leg of the Trader Buds Westside Dodge Pacing Series for 2-year-old fillies. Racing 1 mile, a purse of $3,000. A field of 8. The 1 is Angel, all by Regina and Joanne Willinger and Wilson Witten of Kentucky and Florida. Mel Turcott drives. Number 2, Sleepy Time Girl, owned by Ron Patrick and Robert Swan of Cary for Pat Brown. 3 is OTN, owned by Daryl Sams of Chillicothe for John Barr. 4 is Scooter Deer, owned by Jack and Claudine Conway of Nashville, Roger Culliper. The 5 horse Nutless, owned by Steve Stewart and Charles Teague of Florida and Texas, Robert Stewart. 6 is Lovering, with the AC Stable of Wilmington, Jeff Daly aboard. Number 7, Casa Girl, owned by Jane Cummins of Nicholasville, Kentucky, Dave Miller drives. And the 8 horse Aim Too High, she's owned by Ralph Aronson of Columbus, Rick Jordan in Sulky. Win, play, show, perfect the trifecta, and pick 3 wagering. Tonight's third race trophy by the Central Ohio Restaurant Association. They're on the backstretch. There they go. And they're off, and it's Sleepy Time Girl first to leave. Angel from the inside is second. From mid-track comes Lovering as they swing into the first turn. OTN come away fourth. Angling in from the outside 5, Casa Girl. Along the rail and sixth, it's Scooter Deer. 3 lengths, seventh on the rail. Nutless, the early trailer, is aimed too high. Out of the upper turn, Lovering takes the front end here, leads by 2. The little filly, Sleepy Time Girl, is racing a second. Angel pulls the pocket with an early quarter move third. At the first stop, 28-2, and heavily favored Angel sent to the outside for the lead. Lovering on the inside is racing a second. Sleepy Time Girl gapping slightly third. Here comes Scooter Deer rushing quickly on the outside, and Scooter Deer is shifting gears here, and Scooter Deer looking to make the lead as they approach the half. But on the front now, it's Angel. She's clear to take command. Scooter Deer now looking for the seat on the inside behind the leader. Second as they reach the half in a very quick 57-2, moving off the turn and down the back stretch. And Angel is being pressured heavily here by Scooter Deer, and these two fire down the backstretch. Lovering gets a breather on the inside. She's covered up third. OTN is right there. A nice trip tonight. Fourth, Sleepy Time Girl gapping covered badly on the outside. Fifth, saving ground on the inside. Sixth comes Casa Girl. Nearing the 3/4, an Angel still in front here by a length. 3/4, 1:26-4. And Angel continues the swift pace. Lovering is waiting second, and OTN waiting to pull the pocket. She now comes to the outside, followed by Casa Girl. Less than an eighth of a mile to go, and down the stretch, Angel looking strong at the front here. She leads by 3, now 4 lengths, and Casa Girl 14-1 shot on the outside, closing with every stride. But Angel is coasting home here. Casa Girl gets up for second. Time of the mile, 1:57 flat. Here's the unofficial winner, the sixth leg of the Trader Buns Westside Dodge Pacing Series. Number 1, Angel, an ultra-talented daughter of the Hot Sire 95 Log from Shy Devil by No Nukes. Owned by Regina and Joanne Wellinger and Wilson Witten of Kentucky and Florida. Wilson Witten, the trainer Mel Turcott in the sulky. Long 2-year-olds have been dominating in the U.S. this year. He was another log filly, her 4th career win in only 7 starts. Tonight's mile, 1:57 flat. The third race trophy presentation by the Central Ohio Restaurant Association. Third race is now official. Perfecto 1-7, $32 even, $32. The 1-7-6 trifecta, $166 even. For the 4th race, pacing Colts and Gildings. Racing a mile, a purse of $2,000. A field of 7, there are no changes. The 1 is Dragon Hunter. Owned by Art Pollock of Palm Beach Garden, Florida. Brent Holland drives. The 2, Trinidad. Double Michael Feller, Ross Chambers, and Ron Bronsted of Ohio for Jeff Out. Number 3, Lotion, over the Royal Wire Products of North Royalton, handled by Don Swick. 4 is Standing Steady, owned by Roger Bartley Jr., Columbus, with Mike Wilder. 5 is Samarama, over Marianne George of Wilmington with Dave Miller. Number 6, Bees Boy, over Richard Bowder of Powell, Ohio. Russ Baldwin drives. And the 7, Menard Chaim, laced by Kevin Reed of Lebanon. Eric Lunford in the sulky. When play Buildings on the backstretch, there they go. And they're off. Far outside, it's Monarch Chaim going for the late from the inside. Dragon Hunter. From between them comes the 2-year-old Lotion. Along the rail, racing 4th, Trinidad. Along the inside, 5, Standing Steady. Racing early 6th, Samarama. The early trailer 7th is Bees Boy. Right of the upper turn, Monarch Chaim has taken the lead here by 2.5. Inside is second to Dragon Hunter. It's 3 lengths now to Lotion, and another 4 lengths to Trinidad. Opening panel, 28-2. The 3-year-old Menard Chaim with the lead, leading here by 2. Inside, Dragon Hunter is racing second. Along the rail, 3, Lotion. Trinidad is racing 4th. Inside 5, Standing Steady, 4 lengths. 6th to Samarama. Bees Boy, the trailer. Racing into the clubhouse turn, they're in straight formation, led for the front with the 7. Menard Chaim, the lead here by a length and a half, 2. Dragon Hunter is a patient second. Lotion comes to the outside and makes his bid for the lead. He's now 3rd, now 2nd, and coming quickly. Standing Steady right at his heels with cover is 4th. Half and 59 and 3 as they move off the turn down the backstretch. It's Monarchheim with the lead, but on the outside, Lotion is now a neck away second. Standing steady is right behind him third, inside to fourth. As they race down the backstretch, Dragon Hunter. Trinidad in the hunt is fifth. Samarama follows sixth. Near the 3/4 mile marker, Monarchheim has led the entire mile. Lotion is losing interest here at the 3/4, 128 and 2. Dragon Hunter moving quickly up the rail and to the outside. Here comes Samarama. On the inside, it's Trinidad and standing steady with less than an eighth of a mile to go. It's Monarchheim with the lead, and down the stretch they come. Here comes Dragon Hunter pulling the pocket. Trinidad is closing with a late rush. Inside comes Samarama, but Trinidad is sprinting up here. It's Trinidad in front. Here is the official winner, coming in a strong stretch kick, the 2 Trinidad. 3-year-old son of the world champion Kim Tiestik from Miss Atomic by No Nukes. By Michael Fuller, Ross Chambers, and Ron Bronsted of Ohio. Ben White, the trainer. Jeff Out, the driver. This the first career win for the lightly raced 3-year-old colt. His 5th career start, earning a mark tonight of 158 and 2. 4th race trophy presentation by the Marion Gyro Club. Here's how they finished. The 1 Dragon Hunter 4, Trinidad the winner. Lotion was 5th, standing steady 6, Samarama 2, Bees Boy 7, and Monarchheim 3 race. No changes in the 7th race. It's a fast track at the Met. Trifecta, maiden claiming pacing fillies and mares racing 1 mile. The 9-horse has been scratched lame, leaving a field of 8, and off the rail Beady Falcon, owned by Robert Palmer and Richard Palmer of Ohio. Dave Miller drives. Number 2, Tilly Trap, owned by Carol Miller of Mason with Mike Wilder. 3 is You Are Listening, owned by Chris and Cheryl McGuire Franklin with Chris McGuire driving. 4 is Bikini Bird, leased by Craig Parker of Columbus for Gary DeBoard. 5 is Good to Move, owned by Francis Hammond and Andrew Roberts of Kentucky. Phil Siebel drives. Number 6, Miss Cash, owned by Larry Braley and Dean Gillespie of Ohio with Dean Gillespie. 7 is Jory, owned by Warren Long of South Charleston. Brent Holland in the bike. Number 8, Make It Easy, owned by Mary Wolf, Kim Godfrey, and Larry Coder of Ohio. Dave Hawk in the sulky. 9 is out. One place show Perfecta, twin trolleys and mares on the backstretch. There they go. And they're off, and You Are Listening is first delay from the inside, BD Falcon. Mid-track, It's Good to Move from between horses. 4th comes Bikini Bird, and Bikini Bird coming alive late here will quickly now take the lead, and Bikini Bird moves to the front. Good to Move on the outside is caught uncovered 2nd. On the bail in 3rd, You Are Listening. BD Falcon follows 4th. Outside in 5, it's Make It Easy. Along the bail in 6th, Tilly Trap. On the bail in 7th, as they reach the first quarter-mile marker, Miss Cash Joy trails. The first quarter, 28 and 3, and Good to Move has taken the lead. Bikini Bird is off stride. Bikini Bird on a break, and Good to Move will now inherit the lead. BD Falcon moving up quickly now, 2nd. On the rail, 3rd, You Are Listening. Make It Easy is 4th. Tilly Trap gapping 2 lengths, 5. Inside is 6th. It's Miss Cash. Jory follows 7th, and the trailer still off stride is Bikini Bird. They're at the half, 58 and 3. Off the turn down the backstretch with Good to Move at the front. BD Falcon is a patient 2nd. You Are Listening pulls the pocket to the outside. Make It Easy up into the pocket racing 4th. Inside 5 to Tilly Trap. Outside is 6th. It's Miss Cash. On towards the 3/4 mile marker, and Good to Move continues to lead here. On the front end leads by 3 parts of a length. You Are Listening is there pressuring 2nd. 3/4 and 130 and 3/5. Midway to the final turn, Good to Move clinging to the lead. BD Falcon a very tight 2nd. Now waiting for racing room. You Are Listening. To the outside, could advance 3rd. Inside saving ground 4th. It's Tilly Trap. On the way home with less than an eighth of a mile to go. And down the stretch, here comes BD Falcon, pulling the pocket to the outside. Good to Move to the inside is 2nd. Tilly, Trap, and Jory battling for place and show now, but it's Beatty Falcon in front. Trackside is the unofficial winner of the 5th off the rail Beatty Falcon. This a 3-year-old daughter of Falcon Elmhurst from Dawn Hill. Owned by Robert and Richard Palmer of Ohio. Doug Palmer, the trainer, Dave Miller in the sulky. First career win for the 3-year-old Ohio bred filly. She takes a mark of 202 and 1/5. 1-7 perfected, $24.60, $24.60. 1-7-2 twin try, $47.30, $47.30. The 6th race, 2nd division of the Trader Buds Westside Dodge Series. 2-year-old pacing fillies, racing a mile, a purse of $3,000. The one is Lovely Limit. About Walnut Hall Limited of Lexington. Jeff outdrives the 2 Hooting Falcon. By Dave and Frederica Caldwell of Georgetown, Kentucky. Dave Miller. 3 is Autumn Mindale, by George Snyder Jr. and Raleigh Herring of Kentucky, Ohio. Roger Culliper drives. 4 is Fancy Fox, owned by Gary and Darla Cavalier of Fort Jennings for Alan George. 5 is April Crest, over the Crest Farms of Miamisburg with Brent Holland. 6 is Lanuke, owned by Huber Brightenbaugh and the DTP Standardbreds and Bill of Ohio and Illinois. Dick Richardson Jr. drives. 7 is Mary Maker, Russ Herr, the owner, Trent Tharps, the driver. 8, Rocket to Heaven, over Richard Crandall of Bill Fountain, Jerry Lighthill, the driver. Win Place Show, perfected trifecta wagering. 9 minutes to post time, 9 minutes. 2nd division, 2-year-old pacing fillies on the backstretch. There they go. And they're off. Fancy Fox fires quickly for the lead from the far outside. It's a Rocket to Heaven. From between these two, it's April Crest. Inside in 4th, Hooting Falcon off the rail 5, Lovely Limit. 4 lengths, 6th on the inside, Autumn Mindale. Another 5 lengths. Till Nuke, Merrymaker trails. Reaching the first quarter-mile marker, April Crest has cleared to take the lead. Fancy Fox on the inside gets the garden spot seat 2nd. Opening quarter, 28 seconds. Hooting Falcon, a snug hold here, 3rd. And Rocket to Heaven, still parked to the outside, will now make her bid for the lead as they come to the stretch. Inside racing 5th, Lovely Limit, 4 lengths, 6th. It's Autumn Mindale, another 2 lengths to Lanuke. And to the trailer, Merrymaker saves ground as they approach the half. It's April Crest and Rocket to Heaven, these two slugging it out of the front end. Fancy Fox is locked in 2nd to half, 57-4. Here comes Hooting Falcon, leaving the wood, coming to the outside. Grabbing the cover is now 2nd over 4th. Lovely Limit in the cover flow 5th. And Merrymaker, a big move on the inside, is now racing 6th. Field begins to tighten and shuffle now, and in the leader still April Crest, but here comes Hooting Falcon to the outside. Up the rail, it's Fancy Fox, Rocket to Heaven moving back through the horses now as she begins to tire badly, 3/4, 128. Midway to the final turn, and April Crest, 8-1 shot of the front here, leading by 2. Fancy Fox coming to the outside now. And up the rail, Merrymaker still advancing with less than 1/8 of a mile to go. And down the stretch they come, April Crest with the lead. Fancy Fox to the outside is coming to her. And Merrymaker, 25-1 shot down to the inside. Into deep stretch. Fancy Fox and April Crest, noses apart. $4-5 perfected, $33 even, $33. 4-5-7 trifecta, $213.20, $213.20. Three minutes at the Meadows, 3 minutes. Here's the official winner, the 2nd division, 6th leg of the Trader Buds Westside Dodge Series. The 4 Fancy Fox, 2-year-old daughter of Stormed Image from Culture Shock. Pulled by Gary and Darla Cavalier of Fort Jennings. Alan George trains and drives. 5th season's victory in only 8 starts for the 2-year-old filly. The mile 158-1. Spacing fillies and mares are on the track and pretty to the post. Field of 9, a driver's change of the 5 horse. Number 1 is Sweet Surprise, owned by Algen Enterprises of Beaver Creek. Dave Miller drives. 2 is Ricky's Mercedes, owned and driven by Rick Jordan of Canal Winchester. Number 3, Nikita Bay, owned by Ross Britton of Newark for Ryan Holton. 4 is Rappin' Ruby, owned by Don Gard and Don Urban of Zanesville with Dave Hawk. Number 5, Southern Time, owned by Gary Biederman, Harry Fike, and John Fike of Ohio. Driver's change to Trent Tharps. Number 6, Rutrow, owned by Danny Hall of Westerville, Hugh Beatty Jr. 7 is Lucky O, owned by Marianne Georges of Wilmington for Brent Holland. Number 8, Stephanie's Destiny, leased by Ralph Branson of Greenfield. Jeff found of the bike. The 9 is Just Plain Fancy, owned by Ingan Namzicki of Sardinia. Lezik Namzicki in the sulky. Win play show, trifecta, twin, trifecta wagering. Only 5 minutes now until pacing fillies and mares are all in behind the gate. They're on the backstretch. There they go. They're off and pacing Sweet Surprise off the rail alongside Ricky's Mercedes. Then comes Rappin' Ruby third. Inside the 4th, Southern Time. Rutrow is away 5th. Far outside, Just Plain Fancy is 6th. On the rail 7th is Lucky O, Stephanie's Destiny, early trailer racing 8th as they move into the first turn. Sweet Surprise, the early leader, leads by a length. A tight second is Ricky's Mercedes, and here comes Rappin' Ruby with an early quarter move as she gets underway 3rd. Along the rail, gapping 4th. It's Southern Time, 28-3 the opening quarter. Coming through the stretch for the first time, 5th on the rail, Rutrow, followed 6th. On the inside by Lucky O. Then it's a gap of some 4 lengths to Just Plain Fancy and Stephanie's Destiny coming off the back end now as they race towards the half. Sweet Surprise continues to lead by 3 parts of a length. To the outside, Rappin' Ruby can't advance, and Ricky's Mercedes moving up quickly. Half and 58-1 as they move off the turn. Down the back stretch with Sweet Surprise, still in front, still in control by a length. Ricky's Mercedes is a patient second. Rappin' Ruby showing no pace tonight, moving back through the pack. Here comes Rutrow. She gets around the tiring horse now and makes her move, and here she comes now, 3rd on the outside as they race down the back stretch. Sweet Surprise, but Rutrow, a bold move here. The outside has taken the lead, and Rutrow sent right to the front end. At the 3/4 mile marker, 128-4, and Rutrow continues to draw away, opening up by some 5 lengths. Sweet Surprise, the inside is second. Here comes Ricky's Mercedes now, pulling the pocket to the outside, followed by Southern Time 4th. With less than 1/8 of a mile to go. And down the stretch they come. Rutrow with the lead. But to the outside, Ricky's Mercedes, 10-1 shot, is closing second. Southern Time to the outside is 3rd. Lucky O between horses. Far outside, Just Plain Fancy battled for place and show. Rutrow in front. Introducing the official winner of the 7th race, number 6, Rutrow, 4-year-old daughter of Standing O from Candidate's Gal. Owned by Danny Hall of Westerville, Ohio, trained and nicely handled by Sandy Beatty. 5th season's victory for the 4-year-old Ohio-bred mare, pacing the mile, 2 minutes and 2/5. Complete order finish, the 1 Sweet Surprise 7, Ricky's Mercedes 6. Nikita Bay was a late scratch. Looking up to the 8th race now. In the 8th race, scratch number race condition trotters are on the track and pretty to the post, racing 1 mile, purse $2,500. The 4 is a late scratch. Number 1, Dia Valente, owned by Seal Boyd of West Liberty, Jeff outdrives. 2 is Chinese Itch, owned by Charles Brannigan of Jamestown for Jeff Daly. Number 3, Scored Well, owned by the Bosky Group of North Canton for Mel Turcott. 4 is scratch. Number 5, HPS Poor, owned by Gerard Levesque of Bell, Florida for Kelly Shepard. 6 is Le Mans Hanover, owned by Marty Lavelle of Columbus, Dave Miller up. 7, Grand Debonair, Jerry Grant the owner, Mike Wilder the driver. And the 8, Right Again, owned by Edward Rudner and the Hatfield stable of Florida and Ohio, Bruce Ranger in the sulky. Win play show perfecto. 8th race, condition trotters on the backstretch. There they go. And And they're off. From mid-track, it's Le Mans Hanover stepping away for the lead. From the inside, Chinese Itch. Score It Will is away third. Score It Will is on a break. Dio Volante came away fourth. As they swing into the first turn, it's Le Mans Hanover with a lead by 2. Chinese Itch on the inside is second. Dio Volante to the inside trots third. HP Espoir came away fourth, is gapping 4. Inside and trotting at 5. Grand Debonair, 2 lengths 6th. Right again, the early trailer 7th, following the break is Score It Will. 29-4 opening quarter. Here comes Dio Volante, and Dio Volante rushing quick into the front end. One big decisive move has him on the front now as they race through the stretch. Dio Volante with a lead by 2. Le Mans Hanover on the inside is now second. Chinese Itch racing third. HP Espoir still gapping badly fourth. Grand Debonair to the inside is fifth, then comes right again. And Score It Will trails the half, 59-1. Right of the turn, and Dio Volante first on the back stretch. With Le Mans Hanover right at his heels second. Here comes HP Espoir, the 3-year-old filly on the outside with a quick rush. HP Espoir rocketing to the front end. Dio Volante caught by surprise. Fout going to work. On the inside and racing at 3, it's Le Mans Hanover as they approach the 3/4. HP Espoir with a lead. On the outside, Le Mans Hanover now setting chase second, 3/4, 128-4. Inside, trotting at 3, Dio Volante. And racing fourth, it's Chinese Itch. Turning for home now, lost set an eighth of a mile to go. And down the stretch they come, HP Espoir with a lead. Inside, Le Mans Hanover is trotting as second. Dio Volante is still there, a gain third in mid-stretch. And here comes Le Mans Hanover right back to the outside. It's HP Espoir and Le Mans Hanover. These two noses apart. Le Mans Hanover in front. Here's the winner, number 6, Le Mans Hanover, 4-year-old son of Super Bowl from Lexi, Hanover, owned by Marty Lavelle, Columbus. Todd Christie trains, Dave Miller drives. 8th season's victory, Newmark, 158-3. Here's how they finished. The 1, Dio Volante, 3, Chinese Itch, 4, Score It Will, 5. 4 was out, 5, HP Espoir, 2. Le Mans Hanover, the winner. Grand Debonair, 7, right again, 6. 3, 4, 5, scratch, 2, 1, 7, 6. 9th is clear, no changes. One play show, Perfecta, Superfecta wagering. No changes, 14 minutes. Here's the field for the 9th race. Claiming pacers, the 1, Osborne's Gigolo. Bubba Wayne Ross and Charles Smith Jr. With Charles Smith Jr. driving. The 2 is Caveman Chris. Harold Boyd, the owner. Kelly Shepard drives. 3 is Sent to Deal, owned by Lisa Fuller of Delaware. Frenchie Fuller drives. 4 is Partner Hanover. Kip Hall, the owner. Randy Tharps drives. 5, Diamonds Are Our Style. Ross Fleming and John Shopper, the owners, with Mike Wilder. 6, AJ Special. Trent Tharps driving for the Meadow Haven Farms of Nashport. 7 is Amos Sarandi, owned by Richard Stevens, and Sal Nasura with Dave Miller. Number 8, Champagne Cowboy, owned by Lou Ann Yoder with Brent Holland. The 9 is Mugshot Special, owned by Janet Hager-Vorient, Hugh Beatty Jr. in the buy. And the 10, Wear My Ring, owned by Doug Gregory of Utica. Scott Mogan in Sulky. One play show, Perfecta, Superfecta wagering, 8 minutes until post time. On the backstretch, there they go. Minutes. And they're off from mid-track. It's Diamonds Are Our Style rolling away quickly for the lead from the outside and racing his second, AJ Special. Off the rail, pacing third, Osborne's Gigolo, dropping in quickly fourth, Caveman Chris. Looking to drop in 5 as they swing into the first turn. It's Set to Deal. Along the rail in 6th, Wear My Ring to the inside and racing his 7th is Partner Hanover. Along the rail 8th, Amos Sarandi. Inside and racing 9th, it's Champagne Cowboy, Mugshot Special, the early trailer. 28-4, the opening quarter as they come to the stretch for the first time. And on the outside, Osborne's Gigolo looking to take the lead here. Osborne's Gigolo moving to the front end will take command. Diamonds Are Our Style is racing second. AJ Special gapping 2 lengths is third. Inside fourth, the Caveman Chris. Wear My Ring getting it away to the outside 5. On the rail, 6th, Set to Deal. Racing is 7th as they approach the half. Partner Hanover. In the cover flow, 8th comes Amos Sarandi. They reach the half in 58-1. Saving ground, 9th, Champagne Cowboy. Mug Shot Special. Still trailing on the back end as they move down the back stretch. With the lead, it's Osborne's Gigolo. On top by 2. Inside, racing a 2nd. Diamonds RR Style. First up on the outside and making his bid for the late 3rd. It comes Partner Hanover. On the wheel in 4th. AJ Special. Outside, Where My Ring is showing fatigue now. Along the rail, saving ground as they reach the 3/4 mile marker. It's Caveman Chris, 3/4, 128-3. Midway to the final turn, Osborne's Gigolo continues to lead, but on the outside, Partner Hanover right there challenging a 2nd. Diamonds RR Style waiting for Racing Room as they turn for home. Now less than an 1/8 of a mile to go. And down the stretch they come. Partner Hanover takes a lead. Osborne's Gigolo is fading 2nd. To the outside, Diamonds RR Style. Late charge by Champagne Cowboy, but it's Partner Hanover in front. 1:58-2. 4,689. Super effective, paying $13,963.50. Here's the winner, number 4, Partner Hanover, a 7-year-old son of Big Tanner from Paradise, Hanover, owned and trained by Kip Hall of Lebanon, Randy Tharps in the sulky. Second season's victory for the 7-year-old pacer, the mile in 1:58 2/5.